The truth of the matter is that the issue of leasing of Nzoia has just been politicized. Like I said, Naitiri Sugar, which is in Bungoma, is serving farmers in Trans Nzoia and Bungoma. The people from Trans Nzoia are taking their cane to Naitiri, where they are paid weekly, and the workers are also paid. Naitiri is private, owned by Rai. The weighbridge for Naitiri is in Trans Nzoia. So why does Rai become bad when he comes to Bungoma to run a mill and one is already successful?
For a very simple reason. We see a privately managed and run sugar company making huge profits. And within 10 kilometers or 15 kilometers of that company, there is a public company, a public sugar company, making hefty losses year in, year out, soaking up taxpayers' money. If we have appreciated that private management of those sugar companies is what will turn them around and bring in efficiency, why block government from doing it? I am sure those that are opposing it are just doing it for politics. If they were in government today, they will also be concerned and they would want to do something about it.
On the basis of that very graphic picture that anybody can see, on the basis of that, Parliament debated this matter. It is not a yesterday matter. Parliament debated this matter and debated, should we sell these sugar factories or should we lease these sugar factories? It was agreed by Parliament that what we should do is lease these sugar companies. On the basis of that understanding, stakeholders were called, public hearings were called, people were engaged, and I can say this with a firm, without any shadow of doubt, for reason that we have even got people here, like Governor Lusaka, who come from that region and were there during those public hearings and consultations, including areas like Kisumu. There was a team that went round asking everybody, what is your view? So, and at one time, there was even a challenge as to whether there has been sufficient public hearings in court. The court ruled that there has been sufficient public hearings. On that understanding, an advertisement was put out leasing for the lease of the sugar mills. And a process, proper procurement process was done. And we procured. We leased out the factory to those who qualified. And the issue that I have is, there were people who applied and they did not get it. If the thing was not transparent, if the procurement process was not transparent, why is it that those who did not win the tenders are not complaining? The people who are complaining were not there in the tender. They agreed that this should be leased. They agreed themselves. Some of them had even, out of the people complaining, when there was a program of whether to lease or whether to sell, some of them had said, let's sell. The ones complaining about leasing had signed, let's sell.